All right, let's learn how to do our comps real quick. All right, first things first, we want to log into MRIS. Then we're going to go to the matrix button. All right, so this is our subject property, 425 Ashlon Drive. So Ashlon Drive is the property that the client is wanting. The first thing I notice here is we've got the subdivision. So what I'm going to do is copy. I'm going to go back to matrix up here. I'm going to do search. I'm going to do general, and I'm going to hit the sold button. I want to do for sale because I'm looking for sale properties, and this is where I'm going to paste in this subdivision. Now sometimes the subdivision is too small and you might need to go outside of the subdivision. At the same time also I'm going to go back and I'm going to kind of get some basic details. So this is a one level. You can see right here it says levels, one level. So let's go over here and I've added, so you can add additional fields if your MRIS doesn't have it in here, but there you go, one level. Very important. Now if you have the sold, if you just click search as is, this is going to take you back all through history. So we want to always put a close date in it because we don't want to go that far back. So I'm going to go 11/01/2012 plus, and the plus will give me everything forward. All right, so let's just get an idea of what we got going on. All right, so we see 3 that have sold in the past year that are one level. We see they're 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and 1 level. Let's go to our subject property here, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. So that these are going to be good, very decent comps. Also, you can kind of get an idea of the tax living area, so that over there is pretty interesting. One of my favorite things to do when I'm on this screen right here is to select all. Go over here and do the CMA summary. Now you're going to get the list price and the close price, and that's really important because sometimes these are way off and sometimes they're not. I mean, I see a huge difference in these two, and so I'm going to go over here and kind of get an idea, and you can see how much smaller. I mean, this one's 1320, that one's 1940. That's a big difference as far as size, and I think that that's coming into play as well as the age. I mean, look, that was a 1977 house. It's a very old home versus these are 1988, 1997. Big difference there, so I think that's where it comes into play. So let's go back to our subject property. When was it built? Okay, so it's more in the 89. All right, and let's look at the total tax. Okay, so we got 1782. So again, I would immediately uncheck this one, check this one, and drop it. I don't believe that it applies. I believe these are more close to the price that we'd be looking at as far as comparables. All right, let's look at some other things. So this one has 1 garage space. Let's look at these other ones. We actually have to click and open them. And let's scroll down. This one has 3 garage spaces. Let's go to the next one. And this one has 3 garage spaces. Oh my goodness. And ours only has 1. So that's something that is, not as good as the other 2. And if we go back to the CMA summary, we can see those closed at 269 and 239. But at the same time, ours has a larger square footage, and this one has more. So we know that this is too much. And we know that this one might be, it might be a little too little. I mean, being that it has the 3-car garage, that does help a lot. But the square footage is a big deal because, we're dealing with the inside of the house. So they're wanting 259. To be honest with you, that's right in the middle of this. And I think that it's the right price. Because of the square footage. Everything else being the same, let's also take note of the acreage. So these are the 3 acres. Let's go see what we have here. 3.31. So this is slightly bigger as far as the acreage is concerned. I really feel like this house is priced just about right. So what I would do at this point is I would select both of these, and I'm going to go ahead and email them. You can go ahead and pick the client, obviously you can email the client and comparables for Ashlon, right? And then what we want to do is, please take a look at these 2 recent solds. This should give you an idea of what homes have sold for in the neighborhood. Now, if you send this to most people, they're going to immediately go to the lower one. So please note the lower sold is smaller in size. In my opinion, this home should have no problem appraising. So this is my, please let me know what you'd like to offer. Oops, I lost myself. Like to offer. Okay, so also keep in mind, if you're asking for seller subsidies, then that's reducing the sales price. So I'm going to go ahead and send that to you, Corey. Oh no, you've unsubscribed to me, Corey. So here's what I'm going to do. Corey at moveforfreerealty.com. Obviously, you're going to be putting the client's name in that, but this is just a sample here. Okay, so again, that's how we do comps. I really hold this up and then just compare it. If it's a short sale, that would, again, I don't believe be comparable to standard sales. I would use other short sales as comparable because that's not marketable title, so therefore the price usually gets reduced. Anyway, hopefully this helps you, and if you have any more questions, give me a call.